What's up, Internet? We are doing a money stamping vlog. This is me talking while I'm doing my work. Um, it's gotten expensive. I have all of these stamps now. These are all the ones I'm putting on money. And it takes a minute to do each one. Oops, I got it upside down. So the plan is I'm going to go all the way over to the bar side of town, unless I can find like a fireworks show near me, which I might try to do. And the reason I'm doing it is to bypass censorship. I found that people in person agreed with what I had to say. People online did not, ever. And I felt like what I was saying was being ignored. So basically, I put two and two together. I'm accusing the secret government of being Super Pedo Island. If I'm right, yeah, they're not gonna do the work of sending my message against them for me. You know what I mean? The day I decided to throw these, the internet went down. They shut down the web. It for the whole area for some unknown reason. So, and when I caught it, it went right back up. So, I think what it is they are actually guilty. You know how the cows are in cages? There's a class of people who have first access to virgin women, and they don't care. They don't care that they're an old man fucking a little girl. They don't care that they cut all the baby dicks off with circumcision. They don't give a shit. So, they are the reason life is bad. They are. Everything I have in my life that I hate is because of them. So, what they want is for me to be grateful and to get over it. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to have gratitude and I'm not going to forgive. So, we're going to be making some stamped money to give to people in person. So now they can't censor it. Now, anyone who has the ability to read is going to see what this says, and they're going to know what I told them. And if they have any sense, they agree in person. In person, they 1,000% go like, yeah, duh. Yeah, duh. But, yeah, I think I'm going to... Sometimes I mess up and I overlap the lines. Honestly, I'm fine with you getting half of what I had to say. You could get all of what I had to say if you understood any part of it. So, like this one. This one says, the gold one. The gold one says this. Money is printed at your debt and taxed. No one has ever invaded the gold empire. Basically, I have intelligence. I trust that the real government breeds women in secret. Basically, when you were going to heaven with the chosen one, they were just like doing secret human experiments and really being slavers. The we're going to heaven cults all have the same signs: male genital mutilation. They're man-made, and they talk about serving as supreme person. Well, why the supreme person? It's so you can bamboozle your female victim. They tell her he is the creator of the universe. They don't talk about that often, which is like, how do slavers lie to slaves? I'm the creator. I made you. Right? They don't often go there. They're like, oh, we have to do this work. I have to pay you nothing because I wouldn't have any money to do it if I paid you. No, 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 no. I get it all. You're nobody. That's how they are. So, God says, cut your kid's dick off. They told you about Jesus so they could rip your shit off, rip your kid's shit off. And they want you to breed for them when it's time. Let's get together and do this. It's a horrible experience being circumcised. Not fun at all. And it's done so other people can party. The circumcision is done so that you're like the lower class. So, my My stamps are not taken all the way right now. I may have to redo the ink. I have a better clipboard coming. This clipboard is wood, and I have a rigid steel one coming. People say it's really heavy. They say it could be used as a weapon. So, yeah, you have to get it so that it's totally flat. You won't want to take... Yeah, you have to support the back. That's the secret. A piece of cardboard that bows at all will miss the full imprint. So yeah, that's my plans today. Find someplace doing a party. The government's flying. They were quiet all morning. Now they're flying. They watch me. You know what I mean? The reason I have no views is to humiliate me, because that's their favorite tactic. Just put him down again. But by now I'm so used to it. It's like same voice as all the other times. God's punishing you. No, they made that up. Yeah, taking God did it to humans did it with lying has been key. Do humans put bait on a fish hook to feed the fish? Is it a free meal service for fish? Nah. What's the bait on religion? A few things. It's a mix of threats and rewards. And it's all fake. They want you to do what it says, which is what the religion does. There's a lot of people who echo it because that's what the religion says. It goes like, yeah, you've heard all this great stuff, but you should do what I say. Do what I commanded of you, right? And that's what really gets it done. So, and if you do, it'll ruin everyone's lives. You'll be slaves. Are you going to do all the work? Are all the girls your girlfriend? If the answer is no and yes, how do you go about communicating that? There's no leader on earth who goes, I'll do all the work. I'll get it all done myself. Nah. He goes, hey, stupid, you do it. I'm going to go party with the girls that are fucking broke because no one gave them any money. Yeah, I understand you can't just print infinite money, but the idea that you can print money at our debt and tax it for war, the war kills the boys, and that money situation makes everybody starving for it. I have to labor all the time to have a little bit of, like, how did you expect that to work? Oh, look, they had to bail all the businesses out. In order for any business to survive, it has to get bailouts, because the money's a hoax. How are you supposed to have something they print at your debt in tax? It makes no sense. You know how they just freed black people? Black people were slaves here like 100 years ago. Maybe 200. But still, very recently, black people were total slaves, right? Do you think they're done being slaves? The organization that had enslaved them is still called the same thing it is today. Who enslaved the black people? America, the United States. All right, well, who do you freaking use the money of? Who circumcises your kids? You know, they freed black people from slavery because you could see them. They physically toiled on the land, but the slaves you can't see are like secret harems, private harems, you know. Don't look in private property. Why? What do you have that's so special nobody can know about it? Makes me suspicious. I have to hide what I have or people would be mad. Really? You sure you can't tell us what it is? So, yeah, you get money drops. You get money drops. So, these are all the mean ones. I don't have one nice one going out. These are all really mean. When I show these stamps on TikTok, the videos, I get strikes. These stamps. So, yeah, I'm going to be going around with a bag full of them, dropping them on every corner. Looks like $100 bill. I got lucky. It's a dirty $100 bill. I go back, and they're not on the ground. Sometimes, because I've been doing it a while, but most of the time I go back, even 10 minutes later, they're gone. People grab them and go, what the fuck is this? And they go, oh shit, and they save it because of what it says. So I'm getting a revolution going. Not to be a revolutionary, but because it has to happen. You're talking about people who lied to our word kids. And that's the real charge and that's the real crime. That's not inaccurate. They took out baby boys with a knife so they could start relationships with little girls and brainwash them in private palaces. So we're challenging the rule of law. The law supported slavery. We're challenging private property. We're challenging privacy. What do you have that you can't let the rest of us know for real? Nobody can see your stuff. They got poor people. They made poor people think private property and privacy was for their stuff. it's for super it's for the uber rich. Yeah. So, because if you think we're being private, they may be private for, it's like we're doing privacy now. Sign the privacy agreement, right? So the company the company is allegedly offering you privacy, but they want you to sign the agreement for privacy. They want you to sign the agreement to the privacy policy. Why not just be private? Why not keep the fact that you're private private? It's because they want the person to go, I agree to be private. I agree to not share. Because then it hides genital mutilation. Don't tell us we cut your balls off when you were a baby, please. It would embarrass us. We would look like a bunch of slavers, which they are. So how is the money printed at your debt and tax? You don't want jobs? You don't want jobs? You want basic income. You don't want jobs. 369 is a fair balance. I like holographic money. It makes the government 666. And the Devil's Crew is kind of cool because it's like you're admitting that if you were a real servant and you were really doing things that helped others, you would be doing hard stuff that doesn't get done naturally or easily. You have to, so yeah, the Devil's Crew. And then it pays people first. And then you have workers being paid per action. And then you have basically you can own 10 properties. To win a 10-year spot auction would be a huge outflow of cash. Everybody globally will know that's up for auction. And the auction means that anybody could win it. You can say how much you want to spend on it. It might be the most. It might be. Maybe people are busy and they didn't see it. So, yeah. Yeah, I think in the system I have right now, the only person who loses their money is the winner. Is that basically if you didn't get your spot, you can turn around and try for another spot. So you don't feel like, yeah, losers, which is different because here in this system, winners take all because that's who the government is. But in my system, the winner loses, the winner has the trade, the winner loses their money and they gain the spot. So they don't make the losers pay. Hey, you shouldn't have bidded money you didn't want. If you should bid more so you don't lose, that would go crazy. That's how they are. If the people who designed the world I came into had a say, they would say, yeah, the losers lose their money too. So it's highly unfair. No, the creator didn't help you do that. The animals all eat each other. So you mean the creator makes objects from nothing and uses words? Why the printer? Why do you have to talk for the creator? Shouldn't the creator, like, the Bible, if it was real, would never be man made. It would be like you took a Bible out of your hotel drawer and then you opened it again and there was another Bible there with up-to-date information. I saw you didn't read the first one. Well, this is what I wanted to tell you. That would be legit. It does not happen that way at all, ever. It's the same thing every time from the BS mill. So it is a BS mill. It's a lie that'll ruin your life so other people can party. The reason it's in front of you is so number one gets more. So yeah, your enemy, are secret superhumans who run harems. You know how, like, nobody goes to cows. Nobody goes to cows and tells cows they're a cow. Nobody does that. Hey, chickens, Bill Clinton was the president. Nobody does that. Likewise, nobody explains to the people who go to school and go to their. You pay tax, you use God money. Yeah, they're never going to tell you who you are. Because you'll try to break free, you'll scream. You'll scream and try to run, and then who's going to do all the fucking work? So, this shit annoys me. It annoys me I'm the first person I've ever heard say this. That's what annoys me the most, is I had to freaking figure this out for myself. I was like, oh yeah, duh. Comes out of a printer, touched baby dicks with knives, take everything they said and all the, oh, holy, take all that out. Touches baby dicks with knives, comes out of a printer. What time is it? For real. Is it we're going to heaven? You know, they were arrogant. They even told you, yeah, 144,000 are going to heaven. What that means is that the long-term breeding pod only has enough initial room for... The people who get in first are the main conspirators. It's not the sons of the Creator. It's the people who betrayed everyone, who knew they were lying. We're going to heaven now. I guess it's fine. I sometimes miss the stamp. You know, if someone only gets 3 out of 6 messages, they've gotten enough. You can figure it out. But I do say the same thing multiple times, like, yeah. It's pretty cool. I think it looks like a dirty dollar. And the police know I do this. They let me go. They have not bothered to do shit. Because they know, because 1, they're the people who told me. 2, they're all circumcised. How many of them would be like, yeah, my dick hurts? Like, duh. It's not like it's hard to prove what I'm saying. It's easy to prove what I'm saying. In person, people like it. Online, they're like, dude, I don't think so. You're the only one who thinks that. It's a bot. Talk to the freaking AI. The AI is programmed to humiliate you and ruin your mind. The AI, like, it is like, we're going to heaven. Oh, this is about love. And then they savagely betray you. And that's the human way. All of their stuff about truth and honesty and the Lord hating lying is layers of manipulation. So, yeah. I'm righteous in calling myself a quit. They're like, don't quit. Why? Because you have to do all the work. If you really acknowledge how much we hurt you, nobody's going to slave away to make sure paradise happens. So, and the timeshare idea is bad. That I'll slave away my whole life so that they can party, and then maybe I'll get it another life. Nope. They're going to make you say and do things and do blood magic on you and shit so that if there was a reincarnation, you would never trade places with them. Not ever. How greedy is that? How greedy is that? So, we don't actually know who the secret master race is. Could be Africa, could be Latin America, it could even be Native America, could be Asia, could be Europe. We really don't know. It could be the current America. Maybe America, in taking out the natives, was like, let's do a play globally, and orchestrated World War II on purpose. This is how all the Nazis disappeared to Argentina. All the main leaders they had deals with, they let go. And then the people who, like, had to do the horrible stuff, they just arranged. Like, how dare you listen to me? I gave you bad advice, and now I'm going to punish you for following it. Welcome to Crazy Town. Like I said in the beginning, are you going to do all the work? Or all the girls your girlfriend? If the answer is no and yes, how do you go about pulling that off? Because that's what people did. Hey, I need you. Do people jump up in labor? I'll go work the field. That's what's needed. How many people really do that? Nobody. What do they say? She's hot. I want to spend some time with her. That's what they do. I'm gonna be like a lion king, just lay around breeding while other people do things for me. They'll say no, but if you get them from birth and lie to them, there were purges. These people are the descendants of the people who didn't say no. These people are the descendants of the people who did not know what time it was, who thought they were really going to heaven. The people who knew they were lying died. The people who said, obviously this is a hoax, I will resist you in your stupid pedo plan. Nobody wants to live under that. They got purged. They got forced off the rock. So now all you have is these delusional idiots. There's no way the dick was too big for the baby hole. There's no way circumcision saved people from not being able to fit. I just saw yesterday an x-ray of a man. A man managed to fit a 24-inch dildo into his butt. He got all the way to his heart, which is what I know happens, is that if you have sex with a really large member, it'll go up into their chest. They'll just take the whole thing, which is what the government likes. That's their ideal plan, is to totally R-word somebody. And so if a man can fit a 24-inch dildo into his butt, 24 inches is a 6-inch dick for the baby hole too big? Did that go crazy? Is the Lord offended at the fornication, the place where the animals eat each other? Or is the government playing me first, me only? B, the real human government, who are men, play me first and me only with all this stuff, using lying. That's them. The annoying pedos, they can't stop listening because they know they're caught. What do we do against this guy? Really, I'm planning on you losing. I'm planning on the fact people can watch circumcisions and listen to the audio. And the other fact that what I'm saying is just historically checks out. They're going to end up agreeing with me. Their place where they'll win is they can control the media. People will know before they've met me not to trust me. That sort of thing. They'll see advertisements. This is the scary guy. Don't trust him. Right? So. But their tactical error is that they circumcise the police and military. The people who actually do all of the strength fighting are ruined by this. And one of the reasons I came forward and tried to stop them is I saw I could prevent new victims. It really was a calculation. If you're afraid of a baby dick, you would be a total coward. You would actually run. Oh no, they're threatening my life. I have to disappear. It wouldn't surprise me if they drowned the freaking harems. Hey, all those girls we were breeding, we'll take our favorites, but we've got to permanently lock away the ones that are waiting for us to come back. Yeah, who cares if they'll starve? We'll do a cave-in. Wouldn't surprise me. That's how greedy it is. Do you put bait on a fish hook to feed the fish? Nah, you murder him. He's gonna eat his corpse. So that's what time it is with the religions. Are we really going to heaven with the chosen one? Or is it just... That's why when they say you're lying, your nose grows bigger. The thing that pisses me off is people who don't know this. People who think they're entitled to live in a world where they don't have to know this. Nah, you have to know this because you're going to pay taxes and follow silly laws and your kids will be cursed. It's time to change this. It was time to change this a long time ago. A long, long time ago. So, it'll change when you figure it out. It won't change until you both notice and care. You have to notice and then you have to choose to fight it. If you go along with the people who lied about the Lord, it's going to be bad for your kids, for everybody. You have to figure out where the pedo cave is and invade it. So, and we don't know who it is until I've walked around in it and it's been proven to be the ancient asylum of the master race. It's not good enough. It's not done yet. Yep. Greedy territory doms. They said, I'm not going to do any of the work. They are. And those girls better be virgins because they're my girlfriends. That's what they said. The rich and the poor. Is the rich and the poor really an existential permanent continuum, or is that just the way people do it to each other? Yeah, yeah. You do all the work, I get all the benefit. You can have all the suffering and the things I don't want, and I get all the things I want more. Chimpanzee government. It's how monkeys do it. All the bananas are mine. I said get off the tree. It's my tree. Wow, dude. You're not touching most of them. Doesn't matter. Oh, they can't see me. Okay, can you give this video some free publicity? Do not. Don't show one person what I said. Holy moly. You manifested that. No, you didn't. If manifestation was true, there'd be people flying through the air with thought or not getting old. They want you to think that when you discover the cave, that you manifested it. Oh, it was a quantum event. This wasn't here, but because you were thinking it, now it is. They will fool you like that. And you got fooled like that. Okay, so the James Webb, which sounds like a masturbation joke, is made out of gold. So is the quantum computer. It's made out of gold. Does it really have to be made out of gold? Or is it just waste their time with BS again? That's why I'm doing the stamps. I've almost gotten through a full band talking. Hope you figure it out.